That is something to be afraid of. Roxy, in this upcoming match, you have the Sentinels versus Injustice for All. Who do you see coming out as a victor?
It's really hard to say. Both of these individuals have tag teamed together in the past. I think the Sentinels have spent more time together. It's going to be whoever wants it more tonight on this night.
I agree entirely. You know what? I think Sentinel and Andrews have something to prove. I think Injustice for All have something to prove. Honestly, when it comes to Injustice for All, I think you have Fields. Fields has got something in his head. You know what I mean? He sees the Pantheon, who was formerly the Brotherhood of Steel, who stabbed him in the back, getting victories after victories. How does that affect you in a match like this? You know, that's the question. What baggage do you bring in the ring, and does that baggage help you along, add a couple extra pounds, and make you hit that suplex, or does that baggage drag you out so you get a cutter? That is the big question here. You know what? And that's the thing is, we've seen this tag team division, the MMWF, has never been our strongest suit, but it's starting to blow up recently. You know, you have Injustice for All reconnecting. You have Sentinel and Andros. You have Sonic and Knuckles. You have Raven's Banner, which is part of Pantheon. And now, possibly, we have the combination of Sean Woolley and Punish Brady. Do you think this is the revitalization of the MMWF tag division, Roxy? What do you think we see here?
I think if they can have the chemistry and the long-term willingness to stay together as a team, because we have seen some new tag teams come and go recently, it could be a golden era for the tag team division.
I agree entirely. We saw the breakup of this guy, Justin Fields, and Vane of the Brotherhood of Steel, who held that belt for, there was one break, but for, I would almost say, a record amount of time. And then once that fell apart, we've seen this revitalization, a urge and a strive to fight against the Pantheon. Who, I'm a huge Pantheon fan. Gods amongst men, kicking ass, taking names. But I think they brought something new, fresh, and enjoyable to this tag team division. And this man right here, Justin Fields, a man who feels slighted, a man who has done everything he could, has held Trav Karan, you're in there in the other room. Justin Fields, has he held every belt outside of the women's?
I believe so, yes.
One of the more decorated members of the MMWF with one of the most dominating cruiserweights. This could be a dream tag team group. I think they're going to lose, but I think they're going to be a dream group. Justin Fields, unknown to most, actually was part of mime school with Tequila de Silva. All right, Trav Karan, you're coming in here. Trav Karan, Mr. Manhattan.
Yes.
King of the Ring. Who do you got in this match coming up? We have the Sentinels versus Injustice for All.
I'm taking Injustice for All in this one. I don't think that it's even close.
What the hell? Whitney Wilson has just came back from the ring after her victory with Yopter against Kudo Ryu and Yukio Kitagawa. how do you feel about that victory you had earlier?
Oh my gosh, so good. I'm pumped as hell right now. How's everybody doing?
We are doing great here at the ring. Whitney, of course, joining us in the booth for Roxy Johnson, Evan Gillard, and Jason Manhattan here joining us tonight on the second episode of Wednesday Night Ignition.
You know, Jason Manhattan, I don't care what your first name is you are now known as Mr. Manhattan, head of the project. Doesn't sound better.
Justin Fields and Sentinel starting things off.
Big knee face buster there on Sentinel to start the match off. Fields with some big elbows on Sentinel.
Both Fields and Sentinel know what's at stake here. Fields, though, you gotta feel like Fields may want it more.
You know, he wants it more when he wants to take this match at his pace. You see it already. Slowing it down to grapples, which is where he'll have the strength. Oh!
Step up enziguri there from Sentinel.
Which is outside of the defense, is where he should have the defense against Sentinel.
Oh, big drop kick.
Andros has Fields all tied up and then gets behind him with a Russian leg sweep.
Oh, catches the kick. Dragon screw right into his tag team partner.
I think right here is the matchup that the Sentinels want. It's Andros versus Fields, Sentinel versus Downs. Weight advantage on their side in both matches.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, big sweep.
Fields doing a lot of offensive push. Andros doing a lot of offensive push. Fields right into the wrong corner there.
Sentinels have the chance to play Kingmaker and make themselves look very good. They're out of the tag team championship picture, unfortunately, as of right now.
Reverse DDT
And
there.
that's a little bit of a controversial decision that's already been marked on social media as possible more executive meddling. But
You know, so we're talking about executive
Fields
meddling.
catches Downs in that back of the head with that right hand there.
Andros is doing what he does best, just applying the power.
and here's the matchup, like you said, Sentinel coming in against Justin Downs here.
Sentinel, you got to ask, is he going to open another franchise of IHOP over here in this corner? Downs looking a little groggy there. Sentinel applying the pressure. Downs going into the rug. Oh, and getting tied up by Andros.
Double team action for the Sentinels here. Sentinel tying up Downs. Oh my goodness.
Freak Show is now backstage applying to social media, giving a shout out to Freak Show. What up, fam?
Freak Show, congratulations on your win tonight. Of course, Flapjack.
Oh, I think we're getting a franchise open in this ring.
Andros.
Oh, and
in
Andros is
Fields.
calling Fields out. Oh,
Belly belly suplex there.
Andros putting the clinic onto Fields. You know, Justice for All are not looking as hot as we thought they would in this matchup. I think it's mostly cause of Fields and Sentinel. Andros and Sentinel are both incredible competitors.
Sentinel again down on the mat, taking big right hands from Fields.
You know, having come from the JWL, I've wrestled against Sentinel and Andros before, and I gotta tell you, they're both tough competitors. Never been in the ring with Fields or Justin Downs, but they look tough. I gotta tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, wearing hockey jerseys doesn't do that. You know, it's all about how tough you are. You got to remember, Justin Fields, one of the longest reigning Intercontinental Champions, one of the longest reigning pairs of a tag team champion. Fields is no joke. Sentinel, in a revitalization period recently. Andros knew the MMWF, but he has plowed a path like a dump truck through a bunch of pixie sticks.
Flip over DDT there.
Thank you for reminding me, by the way. Tomorrow we will get a brief history of the Intercontinental Championship.
Andros there with a big enziguri.
Well, we're also gonna cover the Interstate Championship in that as well. That will be posted to the MMWF Facebook tomorrow.
Oh, misses the drop kick.
Swatted away.
Oh, Hayes big time. Huge clothesline for Fields.
We're gonna have a Union Day celebration. Fields is starting to look strong against Andros here. Let's see if he can keep it up, hopefully.
Now they're locking in a figure 4 leg lock here.
You've got to be kidding me. Fields and Sentinel, I don't think that he got really the best angle to get the lock broken up, but Downs just tossed him over the top rope.
The knee.
Downs there is tying up Sentinel.
Sends Fields up for a choke slam, and now the Sentinels are on top here. Pinned by Andros. 1, 2. Broken up by Justin Downs.
Uh-oh.
What do we got here?
Setting him up.
Package powerbomb. Bridging package powerbomb.
There's the pin. The shoulders are down. Ref finally counting it. 1, 2. The ref very late on the count. I think that gave Downs more than enough time to get ready to break up the pin.
You know, you got to ask how much damage that ref took when Trapped Hurrah decided to attack his ass.
That is true.
Uh-oh.
Well, now Andros is going to set up a bow and arrow
lock in the right corner.
Unfortunately, Sentinel decided to dive out of the ring first.
And Sentinel just sort of, easing himself up instead of going after Justin Downs.
You know, how much is that confidence in your team and your teammate and their ability to hold out in this fight?
Fields now I think he's looking to tag in Justin Downs, and Andros is looking to tag in Sentinel. The two fresher guys coming in here, and Downs coming right after Sentinel with a low drop kick.
Big basement drop kick there.
It's only like a minute to get up from that. Sentinel using all the acid. Downs using all of the acid on his shirts.
And Downs, I don't know what he's doing. Oh, no. He's coming for the broadcast table.
Get the fuck away. Everybody that ever touches broadcast table ends up losing, so I don't know what you're doing.
Well, Fields now coming down here to help out his partner Downs. Throwing hands on Sentinel.
Big error in judgment by Sentinel.
I don't know about that.
I'd say
they're
so.
up to a 4 count.
Hey, I'm commenting on what I see, not what's going on in the future.
Fields rolls Sentinel back in the ring. Downs is back in. Downs send Fields up, or Sentinel up for the angle slam.
Angle slam on Sentinel.
In the right position. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a kick out. Fields had the block.
Fields and Andros connected in the middle.
Oh, sleeper hold. Sleeper hold on Downs.
Fields has to rush back in the ring to break it up.
To be seen. We talk about teamwork, and Justice for All have some of the best.
Yep, and here's the
long history.
Hot tag.
See if it works.
It does not. Sentinel gets in front of him, and now he's going to tag in Andros.
He's like, oh, you missed so bad I can run around you and get a tag in.
Vaults into a jawbreaker.
Fields with the punish.
Fields with some big right hands after mounting Andros.
Andros is having some real problems these days. Fields
decides to go back.
DDT. Now tagging in Justin Downs.
The time has come for Justin Downs to be tagged in, as that audience member believes. Going for the cover here.
One
kick out.
Fields is staying in the ring a little bit too long. The ref ends up getting distracted with Justin Fields. Downs has Andros tied up. European uppercut there.
Oh, Fujiwara armbar.
Sentinel
saw a video on YouTube where a 12-year-old kid almost dislocated a 14-year-old kid's arm with that.
This belly-to-belly suplex there by Andros.
Andros now going to tag in Sentinel once again.
Fields all the way on the other side of the ring could have gone for the pin there.
Well, Fields was not in his corner, though. Downs, now with the pin,